Did you guys hear about this Stephen A. Smith, Terrell Owens beef?
No.
No.
Did you hear about it,
Explain
Chili?
me.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
So
Close.
they're saying that it spewed from Stephen A. Smith being on a podcast. Well, the podcast is saying that they spewed it, but this beef they say has been Stephen A. said this beef has been going on for a little while. And
2019, I believe. It was T.O. was on First Take. And that's when Max Kellerman was still there. Stephen A. Smith. Remember, Max Kellerman was the co-host of First Take until Stephen A. has vehemently put out there and said that it just didn't work. He wanted somebody else, blah, blah. So they were talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation. Or was it before 2019? It had to be before 2019. And T.O. said that, he's like, I don't know, Stephen A. He said, the way you talk, it sounds like Max is blacker than you are. And T.O. was saying it tongue-in-cheek, but Stephen A. Smith did not take it as such. So he took it as disrespect, and then it came out to say, he said that Terrell Owens tried to sue him. And that was what caused all of the problems online, because T.O. had recently liked a post that somebody had put, like somebody had put that clip out there on Twitter, and T.O. retweeted it, and then Stephen A. answered and got all crazy. So it's just like, all right. What to believe, right? Do we believe that Terrell Owens is a guy that's made mistakes in his life? Absolutely. Do we believe that Terrell Owens has been misunderstood? Absolutely. Do we feel that Terrell Owens has done a lot of stuff that has caused some self-inflicted wounds? 100%. But Stephen A. Smith is not so clean in regards to certain things that he does. Like, I'm all for having a partnership that doesn't work and you go your separate ways, right? But there's something about how Stephen A. Smith has kind of muddied the waters or kind of dragged Max Kellerman through the mud. He was on Joe Budden's podcast and was just like, yeah, I literally felt like I was there by myself. No, you weren't. You just didn't like the way Max debated you. But a lot of people had a lot of respect for Max Kellerman. Intelligent guy, well-spoken, you know what I mean?
Max is one of the good ones.
Yeah, from New York, you know what I'm saying? From that culture, you know what I mean? So it's like that statement or that line that T.O. said might have rang a little crazy to Stephen A. because maybe, I don't know, I'm not saying that this is true, but a lot of people look at Max Kellerman for the culture, right? Boxing, he does his thing, but it's like, yeah, makes a lot of sense, right? Sounds a little bit, yeah, more than Stephen A, yeah. But it's like Stephen A came out recently, and I had a big problem with this. It was, Max is not a journalist. He's not an athlete. So for him, why should he share the big stage on First Take? People are gonna not give him any credibility because he didn't play or write about it. And I'm just like, he got this far without being a journalist or an athlete. You wanted him for First Take, knowing that he wasn't a journalist or an athlete. So all of a sudden now it's a problem? Sounds a little full of shit to me. So for one guy that's going to be the advocate and make sure that Guys like Shannon Sharp never get disrespected. Because Skip Bayless was so mean to Shannon Sharp. Kind of did the same thing to Max, didn't you? Oh. So you're not so clean after all. Which means that what T.O. was saying, or what T.O., how his image is compared to yours, is not so different. So maybe we always look at things as, you know, when they say like you don't get along with people that are kind of like the same as you, right? You look into a mirror. Maybe that's kind of what he's looking at right now. That's the problem, is that guys get on their high horse and they start to look at things and they start to get skewed about certain aspects of regular life. He's been on this pinnacle for so long. And guys like Max are beneath you? Nah. Neither should T.O. be. T.O. is just telling the truth. He's just being tongue-in-cheek and being honest. You want people to be real and raw in your show, then why get mad about it? Just saying. So. Anything?
So I heard that the
snippet,
the interview.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I heard the whole interview. Okay, so that's pretty good. So, but what Stephen A. said about Max Kellerman was like, even though I don't think that he felt like he was beneath him, but he also said that at the end of the day, if they were going to fire Max Kellerman based on, you know, Stephen A. doesn't like Stephen A. not wanting to work with him, he would have kept him on the show.
But he also said the full of shit statement right after that. He said that, oh, well, if they wanted to keep Max, then I would have stepped down from First Take. Really?
Right.
That's,
I mean, you can't prove it.
That's you basically saying they're not going to do that.
Yeah, he's saying it's either him or me.
Yeah. And what do you think the network is going to choose?
They'll choose him. But he didn't want the man to lose his job, though.
Yeah, but you still push him out the door.
But the Shannon Sharp joint, they're saying they pushed Shannon Sharp out of the door.
What did he do to Max?
He pushed him off the show. Like, Max is still there. He's just not on.
What if the network felt the same way that Stephen A. did? Oh, well, he's not a journalist, so why should we put him on another show? You're literally pushing him out. It's the same shit. But you know why it's different? Max is white. There's no outrage there.
Of him getting pushed out of the show?
Correct. There's no outrage there. Skip pushed out a black man, allegedly. That's why. So, after the break, if you want to talk about it more, we can. I don't care about it. I don't give a fuck about it.